We are backstage at Pointfest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Halestorm.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. It's great to see you guys.
Our invisible third member.
Yes,
hey,
yes,
well,
yes.
how you doing?
We're the Hale half of Halestorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the Point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different lifetime.
It was probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Absolutely
something
was.
like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right,
is.
We're playing the Steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for
fantastic.
spinning it. Yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even out a couple days, and we went out on tour, and it's like from the first day, people are singing songs that like I'm having trouble remembering.
You know what's funny? I was just saying, we don't remember all the lyrics,
and not only that, but there are so many people that have gotten tattoos of the lines of the songs, and I'm like, the album just came out, dude. It's crazy. So
how do you know for sure it's not going to suck? Sure you want to get that tattooed on you? Like,
sure you want that?
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just write sucks underneath if I don't like it. I see how it is.
You have the ability to add on, I guess, I suppose. It's so crazy though how that happens, and there have been so many bands in my life. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many bands I've loved, but I just cannot bring myself to the dedication of some of these folks to getting the tattoo. I mean, like, I love I love The Simpsons more than almost anything in the history of ever.
Yes.
You know, and I have been thinking about a Millhouse tattoo for a very long time, but I can't pull the trigger.
You just can't do it.
So these folks that are like getting lyrics and stuff, I applaud you for being so hardcore.
It's a beautiful thing because likewise, I don't think I would do that for my favorite band. So it makes us feel so incredibly special, and throughout everything that we've all been going through for the past couple years, it's just so nice to like have that fellowship, and I feel like it's even more intense now. Like it's almost like these songs are no longer just this entertainment for people. It's like their lifeblood and something that they need. And so just to be a part of that is amazing.
I think now more than ever, everyone really appreciates being able to go out and see live music again because it was taken away from us.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain or shine.
Even in the rain.
They're here.
Well, because like you guys know, there is just an exceptional kind of release that you get at a show that cannot be duplicated through any other thing. Just sitting there or standing there and being able to just kind of sit in it is so amazing.
It is. Believe me, we tried to fill that hole with every possible thing.
You can't download that.
Like
a lot of bands tried doing virtual shows, and God bless them for entertaining the fans when they couldn't come to shows, but it's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
Wasn't the same.
You can physically feel the gray cloud being lifted from your life when you're at a show.
Yeah.
And it happens with us too. Like we're on stage playing every show like it's going to be stolen from us.
Magic moment.
And it's just beautiful to be able to live in the now.
I feel as though, and I don't know this because I don't know you guys really well, I feel like you would be a very competitive band in a situation like this where you're not going last. I feel as though, because I have, friends in bands that kind of like it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kind of like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, you want to see what's going on after this? We'll find out.
Killer.
You know what I mean? Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Especially considering that like we've been on a headlining run and a couple of them now and just on this new album cycle. And so I don't know, it's really fun. It's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Follow that killer.
Me and Jacoby are in a constant energy battle.
Yes.
See who can bring it harder.
Yes.
And well, he wins every time. Dude, it's insane. Yeah.
So that guy, number of years ago, we're out here interviewing. It's 475 degrees, as it tends to be in St. Louis in the summer. Mid-question, my dude takes his pants off. And then when I had trouble getting back on track with the interview, it just turned into a total disaster, and Jacoby just took it over.
Yeah.
It ended up being a great thing, but for a while I was like, I don't even know where this is going.
It's no longer your interview.
Right?
You knew what you walked into. It is Jacoby.
So a couple weeks ago, Lizzie, I saw you tweet something about today is a day to enjoy your favorite guilty pleasure music or something along those lines. I am so fascinated. When I saw that tweet, I was like, I cannot wait to ask him what your guilty pleasure music is. Because right now, I have such a hard time with the guilty pleasure aspect of it because I like what I like.
Yeah, it's not even really that guilty anymore. And I've accepted most of my cheesy side of myself. And most people know like the different levels of it. Like I love a lot of 80s hair metal and all of that. And like I'm a sucker for a good ballad. But my guilty pleasure lately has been Michael W. Smith. I don't know why. I went through a phase in I feel like it was like 6th grade where I just thought he was really dreamy, and I'm like, I should listen to that stuff again. And I spent
wholesome.
I spent our entire day off just going through the catalog, and all the music videos and weird shit. So
the Newsboys,
I'm not,
DC Talk.
I'm not afraid to admit it. Also, that's pretty deep in there.
Follow up. What do you got?
Probably this, like DC Talk and the news, like all the Christian rock bands that we grew up listening to, and we've been out of that scene for forever.
Only the 90s.
It's either that or like modern pop, like Harry Styles. And
you got
Harry Styles and Kylie Minogue kind of duke it out all the time.
That new Harry Styles record is fantastic.
It's great. By the way. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I love it.
It's absolutely amazing.
Sorry.
We're giving away all our
secrets.
Sorry.
It's so crazy to me to hear you guys talk about Michael W. Smith and DC Talk because I was a kid that grew up in the church, and for Christmas I would ask for whatever the pop thing was, and instead I would always be getting a Michael W. Smith or DC Talk from my mom because so like were you guys? I didn't get to go to my first concert till I was 17 because of that. Was it kind of the same way for you guys?
Kind of the same way. Yeah. We did our parents were lenient about it. Like there was a couple of years there where we were like deeply involved, and then of course the devil's music got a hold of everybody. So those people wouldn't have us now. But it's like
we tried to have a music career in the Christian world, and
that was not going to work out.
They didn't like us. So.
But you're causing the boys to sin. I remember that happening. But when we were really little, our parents would go camping, and we go to like the creation festivals and stuff like that. So that was kind of our first concerts too. So for us, it's like nostalgic to go back and listen to that stuff, just because it's like, oh, that was kind of when we first got the bug.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for that, who knows where we would be today? Because we saw that, we're like, I want to be. I don't want to be here. I want to be up there.
Yeah.
But part of that process, though, that's so amazing is that even though I don't particularly love church music anymore, that was still, I would say, an absolute part of why I love music the way that I do.
Yeah. It's really crazy, And now it's so much fun to like be on this other side of the coin, or especially on this new album, Back from the Dead. I because I have experience with both sides, but obviously the secular and the Christian community. I love using all of that church terminology to describe the devil's music now, which is my new church.
I started playing in church too, and I gotta admit, like, some of the best drummers in the world are those gospel dudes, man. Just laying it down in church, it's something amazing.
Hell yeah.
Well, listen, we are so thankful and happy that you guys are here today.
We're so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having us, man.
We hope that this is a regular reoccurrence in the Halestorm Point world, that we get a chance to see you guys.
Absolutely. Now we've been doing it this long.
Now that you got us, you can't get rid of us. So.
Very good. Backstage, thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much.
Halestorm from Pointfest.